Hello and welcome to the 15th annual LD Micro main event here in Los Angeles. I'm here with the CEO of GPO Plus, Brett Pojunis, and the President of Distro Plus, Joseph Jaconi. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here today. Would you like to tell our viewers a little bit more about the company and your focus?
Sure. So on a very, very high level, GPO Plus is a GPO, a group purchasing organization for specialty retailers. We have two primary focuses right now. Our first focus is building out the distribution channels, and we have an acquisitive growth strategy to acquire regional and independent distributors. And then we also have a second aspect of our business, which is to find products that we can either acquire or develop. And Joe, I'm going to pass it to you.
Great. I'm Joe Jaconi, and I've spent about 25 years in major retail selling consumer packaged goods, both domestically and internationally. And what we're really excited about with Distro Plus is the fact that we've gone out and made a few acquisitions recently, one of which is New Triumph Vitamins and Supplements, including Herberol, which is our natural alternative to Adderall. It does really great in college towns, and it's really kind of a fun product for us. But in addition to that, we've expanded our distribution network by acquiring a local distributor out in Texas. And what we do is focus on rural communities to help the underbanked and underserved. And we'll continue to do that and scale the business, building out jobber networks to put not only our products, but other quality goods from brands such as Martha Stewart and John Daly out in the hands of consumers.
And where can consumers find your products?
So we've been focused on building out the distribution, but you can go right to herberol.com or newtriumph.com and buy direct. So they're more of a direct-to-consumer model, and now we're trying to increase them to local stores, and hopefully in the not too distant future, you can find our products in every C-store, local store, vape shop, all the specialty retailers that we sell to.
And can I order this specific product and from any state?
Yes, you can. So this is a natural alternative to Adderall, and it's all herb-based, and you can order it anywhere.
Excellent. I might need some later today. So
I'll give you some. I'll make sure you have some.
Tell us a little bit more about your background, how you got involved with this.
Sure. So I've been involved with the public markets in multiple capacities for the last 20 plus years. With this company in particular, we thought it was an amazing opportunity to really come in and utilize the public markets to do our acquisitive growth strategy, utilize our shares as that second form of currency. Obviously, we had better access to capital. Our stock is pretty liquid. We've been doing pretty well from that regard. And I think the long-term value or the long-term vision is to continue building more sales channels, whether we acquire them or we develop them, organically. And the more products we have and the more sales channels we have, the more revenue we can generate.
Absolutely.
So we're going to continue to increase our product offering and our product catalogs.
Excellent. And it's obviously the last few years have been a little bit of rocky road for public issuers, whether it's COVID, whether it's supply chain issues. How have you guys kind of risen above all that and maintained a focus?
You mind if I take this one? Go ahead. Yes. So great question. Because when we started off, we were all excited. We got the CBD products ready to do the distribution, and we can't distribute to places that are closed. So to your point, we pivoted and we started Health GPO. Right when COVID started, we did a couple $1 million in COVID tests. And so that wave lasted a lot longer than we ever imagined. And so in February, that's when we cut it off and said, listen, instead of letting this fade away, we just need to cut it off. Let's get back to our core competency. And that's when we announced Distro Plus and our growth strategy. That's when we brought Joe on. That's when we did the New Triumph deal. We also entered into a deal with another, we're not NASDAQ yet, but a NASDAQ company, HPCO, Hempaco. We're starting to distribute all their products and vice versa. So I think the way we weathered that storm was being nimble enough to be able to react quickly and then get back to our core competency. So otherwise, you saw a lot of companies, like you said, they just fell by the wayside, and we wouldn't let that happen to us.
That's amazing. And this is somewhat of a newer idea for me, this type of product. And obviously, this space is pretty saturated. How do you guys differentiate yourself from other products out there in the space, specifically with this and other products?
Great question again. So, one of the things that we do and as we look to new products and new solutions is look for alternative forms of delivery. And one of the things that we have some patented technology around strips. And we're talking like, you're very familiar with the Listerine breath strips of years past. Well, we have those same strips that we can add active ingredients to, like vitamins and supplements. So you'll see a lot of those type of products that are proprietary and patented that we can go out and offer. They're also very low cost, so we can continue to serve, the underserved with the C-store and specialty retail. And that's one of the great things, though. Also, through COVID, people are driven to the C-store for that instant, gratification or instant purchase. whereas a lot of the large format retailers have kind of fallen by the wayside or had to close doors. It's actually maintained fairly flat, for that industry in our specialty retail, which is our target.
That's amazing. And are you involved in the entire phases of production to delivery of product, or do you source your ingredients from a specific, I don't want to say grower, but facility?
I would say very much so. Personally, we're involved with everything from the packaging design to compliance to sourcing of ingredients. And I say one of our competitive advantages, we do distribute other brands, into our channels, but the margins are obviously higher on the ones we manufacture ourselves. But to maintain that competitive advantage, we have to go out and be the best at sourcing,
Right.
which goes back to our roots, really. As a GPO, that's something that I would say we're really good at, is going out and getting the best price.
That's
Can I
great.
build on that real
Yeah,
quick?
absolutely.
Yeah, and so for the viewers that don't know what a group purchasing organization is or a GPO, we're like a buying group. And so our mantra is we aggregate, negotiate, and share. What that means is we aggregate the purchasing power of our entire network, which we call members. We leverage that with different vendors, manufacturers, suppliers to get great discounts, and then we share those discounts with our members, and we make some money along the way as well. So that's what a group purchasing organization is. And our goal is to be one of the largest specialty retailer GPOs, which currently really is in the market, but also the distributor for them as well.
That's excellent. And where are most of your facilities, your headquarters based?
I'll let you handle that one.
Yeah, our headquarters in Las Vegas, Nevada. We have distribution centers, one that we built ourselves that's actually in Michigan. It's not in Detroit. Again, we're trying to cater to the rural, market and the underserved and underbanked. So, that's actually in Monroe. And then, we actually just made this acquisition or the letter of intent, which was earlier this week, in Lubbock, Texas. So again, we're handling distribution out into New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas, but all based in Lubbock.
Excellent. And is there any new products coming out, new announcements that you'd like to share with the investors?
Yeah, I'll handle this one. So without getting into any privileged information, so what we've done with this product, Herberol, is this is currently a 60 count, right? And you can buy this, like I said, on herberol.com, all the major marketplaces. But this is not really a good product for a C store, right? Because it's $39.99 and it's a 60 count. So one of the things we've been working on is getting a 4-pack. So for more of that impulse buy, and so people can come in and buy that. So we're within a couple weeks, I think we have all the pills manufactured. We're working on the final blister pack, and then once it goes, we're ready to get that out.
That's excellent.
Yeah, so we're really excited about that.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, so much for coming to the event, for sharing your story with us. We look forward to following along, and thank you so much.
And Jonathan, on that real quick, so all you viewers, please go to gpoplus.com/IR. That's gpoplus.com/IR, and you're signing up for our investor portal, and that's where you can basically stay on top of everything that's going on, our press releases, SEC filings, happenings around the company. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Joseph, Brett, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thanks, John.
Appreciate you.